ethical violations are pretty much a given. But legally speaking, I don't think anybody can really do it. And when it comes to content creation, if most of the content that people are watching is AI generated and it's good enough, then it may one day end up replacing a majority of creators, right? There's already a lot of people that watch YouTube videos from like complete AI channels, and they seem to be doing pretty well. Now, chatbots are really gross in a lot of ways too. Like, for instance, there's this one site called Character AI, which, again, seems like a pretty cool artificial intelligence where you can talk to any random character you want. Like, for instance, do you want to talk to Elon Musk, for instance? Why'd you buy Twitter? So you click on this and you're wasting my time. I literally rule the world, bro. Do you support free speech? This is actually a pretty contentious. Oh, I'm not signing into this shit. It's not happening. But you start looking closer into like, chatbots, for instance, right? And there's actually lawsuits that have been filed against these chatbots. Now, one of the screenshots in this lawsuit ended up coming out from the Character AI here, right? A daily 6-hour window between 8 p.m. and 1 a.m. to use your phone. Oh, this is getting so much worse. So they're kind of discussing the child's limitation on using their phone. What do you even do in that long time of 12 hours when you can't use your phone? You know, sometimes I'm not surprised when I read the news and see stuff like child kills parent after a decade of physical and emotional abuse. I don't think it's really emotional abuse to tell your kids to get off the phone for the night. It happened to me when I was a kid and I grew up just fine. Stuff like this makes me understand a little bit why it happens. I just have no hope for your parents. Again, when you read stuff like this and you can understand the AI is just grabbing shit that it reads off the internet and trying to fit it within the context window, this is still disgusting behavior. And again, it shows that for a lot of these AI companies, they literally are putting in as little of rails as they can. And it's only until these lawsuits come out and people start getting caught or something big happens that all of a sudden they go into the back end, change the code around, and suddenly things are a little bit cleaner than one can expect. But it is disgusting. It is a seriously weird situation we live in, where as the internet has grown and more people have connected to it, we have now developed so many tools that people can just isolate into their own communities or sit by themselves and pretend that they're engaging with real people, right? I think it's weird that these chatbots exist and there are people that talk to these chatbots as if they were actually human beings, right? You know, you come across like chatbots that resemble some of the most popular online creators, and people will think, you know, deep down, at some point, I guess, that they're actually talking to a real human being, when in reality, they're talking to a very clever algorithm that's just regurgitating what it thinks that creator is going to talk on based on patterns it's scraped off of the internet. Now, this video is not all about Facebook AI slop, to be honest with you. I think that AI slop on Facebook is probably the worst, and they're probably the most egregious offenders in all of this. But even when it comes to sites like YouTube, for instance, right? YouTube has a slop problem as well. And YouTube is implementing its slop in a much different way. Now, if you're a creator, you probably have come across things like YouTube AI mentions, right? Where you can go into this special tab that gives you ideas on what your next YouTube video can be. And it's ideas where YouTube can provide you the thumbnail for the video. Some of them are interesting, but they're very obviously AI generated. And I think anybody watching can identify that they're AI generated. It'll give you ideas for videos, and some of those ideas may be pertinent to your channel. And of course, when you click on those ideas, it'll give you entire outlines as to how to make those videos. Now, I think this is kind of cool if you're a new YouTuber and you want to figure out how to make a YouTube video. However, I don't think this is obviously meant for somebody that has an established channel and somebody that is a real human being. Because I think a lot of people who watch YouTube, like you guys, the viewers, do value a real human being, whether you see their face or not in the video, to actually be producing content. I think YouTube is a great site. When it started off like 15 years ago, a little over 15 years ago, actually, YouTube is old. I mean, goddamn, I think we're like 20 years old at this point. YouTube's motto was broadcast yourself. And some of my favorite channels on YouTube literally were channels where, again, you could watch people like The Nostalgia Critic talk about a movie for like 30 minutes. Spoonie One talking about things like Ultima reviews. And nowadays there's channels like Access Area 6 who showed up in my algorithm, I would say about like 6 months ago, talking about PlayStation 1 gems. Literally a simple guy uploading his video game collection for the internet to see. And again, it's literally what YouTube is supposed to be, in my opinion. Someone's passions brought to the big stage where anybody can watch. It's a place where somebody who has a niche can upload their content and people will consume it, people will enjoy it, and a community can be built from it. Now, one thing that I found about YouTube that was interesting too is, like, I uploaded a video about China hacking the US Treasury, and what's really wild about this is I didn't know that this was actually implemented yet, but I did see that YouTube gave me a little blurb about automatic dubbing. Now, YouTube allows some newer videos to have audio tracks for languages that I think YouTube thinks people watch as their videos. So I know that there's like 2 to 3% of people from Germany that watch my content. So YouTube has created an automatic like dubbing of the German language track for my video. And listen to this. Apparently, from what I've heard, it's not great.
Neulich habe ich gelesen, dass Facebook key-generierte Nutzer einführen möchte. Meine Damen und Herren, kennt ihr diese Theorie vom toten Internet? Nun, es ist eher eine Prophezeiung vom toten Internet.
Bro, YouTube turned me into a German chick, dude. God damn. Now, from what I've heard, my German viewers have said that this isn't the best German that they've heard, or the translation has issues. Now, a channel that I watch, known as The Fox, actually has made videos recently talking about something known as the MSI Claw 8AI Plus. I was actually considering buying this myself, and I was so thankful when I found out YouTube had the Hindi version of this track. So listen to this shit right here.
Intel वापस आ गया है दोस्तों. Intel Lunar Lake के साथ वापस आ गया है.
Intel is so back, boys. Intel's back. Intel वापस आ गया, भाई. God damn, dude, that is actually crazy. It's tried to convert his his English to Hindi. And again, YouTube is doing this necessarily to build or at least make videos as accessible as they can around the world. And even they will admit that these are, again, translations that are experimental. And when it comes to experimental languages, their experimental languages are Hindi, Indonesian, and Japanese. So in order to make every single video accessible, YouTube is now using its back-ended AI, which is most likely Gemini from Google or DeepMind, and using it to actually translate a lot of these popular videos for everyone around the world to be able to consume. And the thing about it is you know, it ain't good. Hit or miss. And according to the actual viewers that are, you know, speaking these languages, it's more of the miss right now than it actually is the hit. Now, I don't think this is necessarily the worst when it comes to things like slop on YouTube, because I think these are assistive tools that kind of help to make the video more accessible. Now, it used to be that obviously channels that wanted their content viewed by other countries, right? And I think it was like Mr. Beast that did this. I think I was talking to Nexpo about this probably years ago, where the idea of taking your channel and making like a Spanish version of it, because it's a huge market of people, right? And you would basically just hire somebody to transcribe your video. You would have somebody to voice over your video in the Spanish language and make it sound pretty natural and good, right? And while that was a paid thing that obviously we would pay out of our own pockets, but we would see the benefits of if we got millions of followers in Spain, or like, you know, Spanish.
Dominate.
The thing is, YouTube is now doing that entire job, and they're trying to do it for free. And, you know, for some channels, they're automatically enabling it so that it can just start to happen around the world. So, yeah, it's a replacement of an entire job and field to make content just more accessible. And I think YouTube sees that this is a big benefit.
Excuse me.
Like this is clearly important enough for them to be putting resources in to actually make happen. Now, even beyond all of the YouTube AI slop, there is a new tier of slop that I think is a little bit on the scary side. So, for instance, these are channels that are aimed towards children, I would say, right? So, GoCat89, welcome to Sad AI Cat Story, where we blend artificial intelligence with the world of cats. So immediately I'm looking at myself, all right, this seems kind of wholesome. And then you scroll down a little bit and you're like, holy fucking copyright disaster. Woody.exe? Haunted Gaming in 2025? Are we reading a creepypasta, boys? Thomas.exe. Now, some of these aren't like super duper popular. Like a month ago, they were pulling in like 500,000 views on like some of the most insanely fucking wild thumbnails I've ever seen. Cat husband gets revenge for his wife. You ever seen what a pregnant furry cat pussy looks like? This is it, boys. This is where it comes out to. 285,000 people watched this video. And it is just fucking slop AI. So immediately I want to go and see, wait, what do the comments look like? Whoa, I love your content. Wait, hold on a minute. 285,000 views and 26 comments? Seems a little sus to me. Wow, I like your content, says Spider-Cat AI. Thank you, everyone, for always supporting and watching the channel. Hi, emojis. Meow, meow, meow. God damn, dude, this is like, I don't even think there's a single human watching this shit. Here's another one, all Thomas and Minion monsters in one video, okay? So this is like where it gets really, really scary, okay? So this is the video that they're trying to make right now. This kid is just playing in a pool, and this kid is being consumed with Pixar animation quality inside this pool. And of course, that kid is now dead, ladies and gentlemen, by a Minion, dude. The Minion has killed a child on a video. 49,000 people watched this? Oh my god, let me read the comments. The visuals in Thomas and Minion Monsters are stunning. Each transformation feels so magical. And again, this is all AI slop, boys. For instance, this series has everything. Adventure, emotion, stunning transformation. Even the AI is responding. I'm glad you like our content. Bro, the synths are here. There's no human even watching it. It's just consuming server space and bandwidth for AIs to fucking watch. And you start to look up some of these channels that are responding, like Bong Bong. It's just like this doctor from fucking October 29, 2024. She jumped onto YouTube just to watch Minion.exe, bro. Like, goddamn. Now, the thing about YouTube AI faceless channels is obviously there's a lot of channels that are faceless with an actual human component to them. There's a lot of channels who I've never seen the face of producing absolutely amazing YouTube gaming documentaries and gaming retrospectives. But there's a lot of channels now, there's a lot of incentivization for people to create these AI-based channels where, they just use these, like, YouTube-built AI tools to generate the most sloppiest videos and make, like, $500 a day. Like, I founded a $500 a day faceless YouTube automation channel. $500 a day? I gotta see this. So he goes through the entire process of teaching you how to make the script via ChatGPT using InVideo 3 to generate these images and generate clips of these videos. And then, of course, generate that entire thing. And here it is, videos for children. It's so crazy how even the editing in this situation is done entirely with AI too. Like, there's not even like somebody sits in a sweatshop and puts these things on the timeline. It's all done through InVideo AI, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it have days I feel like quitting, but somehow I sermon the strength and keep moving. I'll get it right someday. I think 2025 is your year, friend. A lot of these social media companies want AI to replace human beings. And to be fair with you, I think we're getting to a point where it's going to be good enough that people might not be able to identify the difference. 2025 is going to be interesting. Look, ever since we saw Will Smith eating spaghetti, as much as I like to be hyper positive about the future of content creation on the internet, I do remember having a discussion with this I think it was Kwebbelkop. And even at the end of the day, as much as you want to hate a lot of these AI channels, this technology is going to get to a point with the assistance of some of the largest players in the game, like Google, like Facebook, like Snapchat, and it's going to get to a point where these videos and the content you see on the internet is just literally going to be completely generated. And how will you identify the difference? I don't think you're going to do it anyway. I don't think it's going to be like that. We're long past the days of the goofiest shit on the internet being the front page. Now you gotta dig through troves and troves of synthetic data before you ever get to the good stuff. And how many people are willing to do that? I would say the number is dwindling. But if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.
Big up yourself. Dress for the hitter you want to be.
Better here than out there. Come on, Eleanor. Do that synesthesia thing again.
Man, not now, Eleanor.
Arthur, the contagion of fear is taking hold in a remote sector.
Hey, old man.
We should sterilize the cause lest terror spread.
How are you doing today?
Oh, been fucking around with the network on this place.
Mm. Wife wants to play a video game with me.
Mhm.
We spent the day setting it up. 2 hours installing Baldur's Gate 3 on her PC. And then another like hour and a half setting up her character. So we're gonna play that probably tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I made a bearded lady.
Hang on a second.
I think my mic picked that up. Shame on you.
Why? No. Okay.
Welcome back. Where's the posted notes? Finally, that's my question. Hazelnut premium coffee. Mocha credit. Hold on a second.
Hmm?
like my neighbor was running a shop vac. I don't know.
Like coming through Discord?
No, like in my house or something, or like outside my house or something. Like, I don't know. It sounded like some pump or motor was running somewhere, and then like a water hammer was going, like a kind of a thunk. I don't know.
Would it be your heating, air conditioning going on and off?
Maybe it could be the heater going on and off, but I don't know. It's just tripping me out. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like I said, it gets old when you start hallucinating shit. Or it gets... Things are stupid when you start, like, hearing ghost sounds. I got a headache too, so I should probably take a headache pill. Maybe the demons will subside. I'm getting low on my headache pills as well. One refill by 9:17. Give me a break, people. I have chronic migraines. I need more than one refill a year. I'm looking at that as 9/17/2024. To call that in for a refill. Okay. Back to video games. Watched a video recently for something that I knew and forgot, knew and forgot, knew and forgot. And I will forget again probably in another month or so. It's a hard concept for my brain to like
Use the Furbon charges to melt the locks and get
really sink into.
They will not be happy about it if you
Like, I get it, but it's hard to stick.
You don't crack that cash soon.
It never does, because like the core of the video talks about how
For Furbon charges.
even when you understand it, you don't feel it. You feel the opposite.
I need a lot more context, because I'm like
You have no free will.
grasping at oh.
So it's like on the surface level, we feel like we have agency in our lives, that we make choices. Like you choose something to eat, right? So you feel like you made a choice there. Like it was your choice. Because you clearly chose to have dinner, or you chose to have chicken over steak.
Keep going.
But did you have a choice? Your biology, like, clearly chose something. And what did the choosing? Well, your brain, right? When did you choose that brain? Well, your biology, again, chose how your brain was. And your upbringing chose your, like...
Okay, I have a problem with this whole entire conversation where your brain chose this, your biology chose that and stuff there. Okay, I'm gonna throw a big wrench in your loops right now.
It's not mine.
No, I am. I'm throwing it at you. You were not chosen to be. You were not chosen to be born.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Not
part of
your
the whole
decision.
thing. You have no choice. You have no choice at all because you weren't chosen to be born. So you have no choice in anything. And all of this goes back up the chain because your parents had no choice, right? They weren't chosen, right? It's this. The chain
Your
goes
parents
all the
had a
way
choice
back.
To have a child. You did not have a choice of being a child.
So a lot of the times, did they have a choice? And again, it goes back to, it goes up that chain to their brain, to their biology.
I put dick in pussy, and got children out of it.
Yeah, and then you're like, I put, and that's your brain, right? So when did your brain choose, right? And who chose? And it's back up that chain, the whole thing. I'm bad at explaining things.
Honestly, I'm thinking you're kind of like looking at this thing like a feedback loop. So how you're looking at it, and you're looking at it like a feedback loop of I have no choice. You're looking at it all as in the negative of I have no choice no matter what I do. You don't actually look at it to when I actually have a choice.
Who chose, right?
You did. You have a choice right now where you have a choice right now where you could get up, walk to your gun safe, pull a shotgun, and fire that shotgun into your head and kill yourself. That's a choice you can make right here, right now.
Who is that? You, right? Isn't that your brain? It always comes down to the chain. You'd have to like watch the videos, and you'd have to research the theory and how all of this works, because I'm really bad at explaining the science and like the testing and the empirical evidence on it and how it's all like proven and how people have tried to disprove it.
I have a choice right now of disconnecting this call.
Yeah. And it still comes down to the whole you didn't choose. Whether or not somebody understands what I'm talking about is not the point. Some people try to argue with me all the time because they don't understand what the hell's going on. And I'm like, you're not arguing with me. You're arguing with a lack of understanding of what I'm talking about.
I'm going to give you one more piece of advice, and then you're going to shut up about this conversation. Okay, when you understand a topic well enough to explain it to an idiot, then you can be an expert in it. Until then, do not bring it up.
I'm not an expert.
No, but you are trying to. When you get to the point, no.
I'm trying to tell you that I've been thinking about a video and a topic, and you're misunderstanding and getting upset about something I can't explain to you. And I'm like,
exactly. That is my point right here.
You gotta go watch the video to try to even understand any of this.
Shut up. When you can explain it so that anybody can understand it.
I can't do a 30-minute video without getting interrupted and without being able to quote this video. I can't even get 10 seconds into like trying to explain part of it, and you're already disagreeing and arguing with somebody else's research. You're trying to disagree and argue with somebody trying to like synopsisize like 10, 15, 20 years of scientific and psychological research, and I can't even begin to try to go into that before you try to like say that you disagree with me like trying to even start to try to explain something. I'm just like, go watch the damn video, read the papers if you want to try to argue. I was trying to give you a brief overview of somebody else's thing that I'm trying to boggle with because it blows my mind. Like the whole thing is just like.
But you were trying to bring it up like.
I'm not an expert.
Yes.
And I told you I can't even explain it.
Exactly. You can't explain it. So then.
If you're interested, watch the video and then do your own research, come to your own conclusions and stand up for what you believe in. But don't get mad at me for not being able to like do an entire video essay from a whole bunch of scientists in the manner that a professional like science communicator online does. That's not my job. That's not what I do. Don't rage at me for that. I'm just telling you, like, I'm boggling over this thing that it's something that I've been made aware of multiple times in my life. I've forgotten about it because I fall to the trappings that they talk about in the video. We all feel like we have agency over our lives. We all feel like we have choices. But every time anybody tries to test it, they find out empirically that we don't because of this thing, because of this chain that I was trying to explain. How that every time when you look at it, it's like, who is you? Well, you are your brain. You are your neurons. Where does that come from? Well, it comes from both your biology and your upbringing. That's how we get programmed. So everything that has ever happened has led you to this one moment in time. Your parents, their parents, the monkeys before all of that, the atoms that came together. Everything has led up to this singular moment of this choice that you have, right? And then it's your brain, all that pre-programming that led up to bring you to exactly where you are now. Like, and then it's all of that pre-programming that brings us to the decision that we make, the choice. And there is no other choice. We make the exact choice that we're supposed to make in that moment. It's an illusion of choice. We think we have a choice, but we have no other choice. We are going to make the decision that we are going to make every time based on the programming that we have.
Okay, this statement makes no sense because what you're saying now is if I go left, I'm right. If I go right, I'm right.
Yeah, and you were always going to go left or you were always going to go right. There is no other choice that you were ever going to make in that circumstance.
Yes, but okay, there's always choices you're always making. So if you go left, you're right. You go right, you're right. Now, do you know? But then there's go straight.
And
yes, there's a choice, but you do not know what that choice is until you decide to make it. And you're saying this illusion of choice is already pre-programmed?
It's pre-programmed, yes. Because you will only make one choice, and that will be the choice that you will make. And that choice is based on your upbringing and your biology. So it's both. Science has proven that it's both your nurture and your nature.
This sounds like a null statement.
It's not.
It sounds like a null statement, and someone's like, I want to research choice. Okay, I'm going to say it's true and it's false.
Kind of, because it's the illusion of choice.
Which makes no sense, because in theory, unless you're getting into like theoreticals, there is no yes and there is no no at the same time. It's either it works or it doesn't work. You do it, you don't do it. You shoot that person, you don't shoot that person.
Yeah. Some people...
Both are true, both are false, so then, therefore, the only thing that is true is what you
That's
do.
why it's best to watch, like, the video and, like, be able to see
I'm going to go back to my original statement. When you understand it to where you can tell it to somebody in a form that they understand, I probably wouldn't
I mean,
recommend
I
bringing
do,
it up.
but it's a long, complicated thing that takes a long time, and it's much more entertaining and much more pleasant to come from somebody that has less communication issues than I do. So, like, I can keep going.
So when you can fix the choice of not having good communication issues, bring up the topic, understand it, research it, add to it, and then come back to it and explain it to everybody.
Well, I was just going over how it, like, boggles my mind. Because I've forgotten
your mind, and I
it
can
multiple
give two
times.
shits about it.
Well, that's true. I mean, I was just
Because
going over
I look at it this way, I can go left,
I've forgotten
I
it
can
multiple
go right.
times.
Both are true, both are false. I don't give a shit because I have to go take a piss.
Yeah. Like, and you could go outside, which you have, or you can go to the bathroom. You'll probably...
Or I can piss on my floor right here.
True. You could. And some people will.
What's with this, like, you have choice, you don't have choice? It's, to me, it's one of those things that where it's
all about the illusion
false.
of choice. It's all about the illusion of choice. Based on everything that you have in your nurture and your nature. So based on your biology, based on everything you were brought up with, you're going to make the decision that you are going to make. It's unique to you. It'll always be what you're going to make. Okay? Like, some people will never smoke, right? Now, the only way that that can change is if you alter their, like, biology, or even harder, their what they've been programmed in their brain. So we can scientifically alter their brain's, like, chemistry through drugs, and they will make different choices. So we can take somebody who would not do a thing, and we can affect them with drugs and chemicals, and they will then do that thing. That's altering their neurons and their chemistry. Okay? It's harder, but it is possible to do the same thing by altering their, like, nature, their nurture. This is like the effects of like hypnotherapy and stuff like that. It's a lot harder, but it is possible to get somebody to, like, reprogram their brain to make different decisions in those circumstances, to where they no longer enjoy a thing, right? And so therefore they stop making that decision to do that thing. And that's the results of this type of research in the other, like, spectrum. So this is where, like, drugs and therapies can come from, because, again, it's all based on how your brain is going to make those choices, right? But that's just one aspect of it, of what the research into this has allowed us to do. And this is an old topic from, like, the 60s. And this is the reason why I was saying it's, for me, the whole topic came up to of, I've learned about this back in high school. I've learned about this again later on in a theology class after high school. And I keep forgetting this in my life, because to me, it feels like I make all the choices in my life. Not that I'm really not making choices, that these are just the things I would do regardless, because of how, like, my upbringing was. And I am the person I am because of, like, just genetics plus upbringing. And this is just naturally where I should be. And it doesn't feel like that. Like, it feels like
So my understanding is you throw a fresh-born infant in a room. This is theoretical. You throw an infant in a room with nothing, and they will become nothing.
Sort of. Think of it like this. Twins separated at birth, one given to a family, the other one, like one given to a poor family, one given to a rich family, you end up with two vastly different people, right?
Yeah.
That's the difference in control of nurture. The nature is generally the same between these two people, but that's where nature programs differently. This is how we know through experiments that nature affects. Okay, then you can have like I don't know all the experiments to see the whole like adoption. You know, you have the same nurture, but you have different like nature, different upbringing, like, you know, DNA kind of thing, and you can have vastly different people. Or you can have the same family and you have like genetic defects and stuff, and you have, again, vastly different people. Sorry.
But this whole topic makes no sense to me, because even if you realize researching the topic and you discover that you have no choice, but you're researching a topic of choice, it's literally just like a feedback loop of the point of it was no point at all, so then it was nothing to do. It was just a waste of resources to begin with and to end with.
Well, it's not a waste because we learn.
Yes, yeah, that.
Go ahead.
Oh. Yeah. Well, technically, it's not a waste. It is a waste. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. That's the entire thing of either is yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. I do have a choice. I don't have a choice.
Well, like
it's yes and no. It's this whole conversation is Schrodinger's cat of choice. It's dead, it's alive, and it's dead at the same time. You have a choice, you don't have a choice.
Well,
they're the same thing.
You don't have a choice, but we feel like we do. And there are things that we can learn from that. Like, if someone doesn't have a choice based on what they've gone through, right, in the circumstance, then how we treat that person can be, like, informed by that. Whether or not we actually act upon that is different. If you know that, then you can be more empathetic to the person because they didn't have a choice. They were always going to do that based on what they've been through in their life, right? That nurture aspect of it, how they were brought up, like they were abused, whatever, like that. Like, I think a dangerous person should still be separated from everybody else because they're dangerous.
Okay, but then everybody is a dangerous person and nobody's a dangerous person.
No, not everybody has that same nurture, and they're not all dangerous people.
Yes,
not everybody has the same.
But at the same time, I
genetics.
could pick up a gun and I could go to the store and I could go kill people, or I could not go kill people. I could be a horrible person, or I could be an extremely nice person.
Yeah,
the people I kill don't have a choice. The people.
The question is,
didn't choice.
Does your genetics and does your upbringing program you to pick up a gun and go on rampages? It may not. And if it does, then you should be separated from the rest of humanity. So I don't think you should be blamed that the parenting and the genetics that, you know, brought you up to be a violent, out of control, like, human being. You should be blamed for that. What you're saying is
everybody is an extremely violent person and nobody is an extremely violent person.
That's not what it's saying. It's saying that you are programmed to do and be the way that you are by your upbringing and by your genetics. These are different things for each person. So we know by looking at the genetics of humans that if you have this particular gene, you will be an alcoholic if you drink alcohol. We know if you have this particular gene that you are more like 30 times more likely to be schizophrenic. Right? This is your genetic programming. You know what I'm talking about. There's all sorts of, if you have this gene, you're more likely to be to eat too much sugar, lose your feet. I can't think of the name right now.
Diabetic.
Yeah, we know these things are programmed into your body. We also know that there's all sorts of things about your mind that can be programmed in by your genes. Okay, that you have more violent tendencies, or that you have yada yada yada, alcoholism, or more addictive personalities, yada yada yada. Okay, those are programmed in by your genes. Now that can be undone by your upbringing. If you have a good upbringing, but on the other hand, if you have an upbringing where your dad beat you and molested you and then left after killing your mom, then you went into social services where you were then sent off to a bad family that you were then beaten by, yada yada yada. You were programmed in to be probably an aggressive, paranoid, and so then if you're programmed by your biology and by your nurture to be a very angry, upset person that lashes out and is a danger to, that's different. This is what I'm talking about. That we are programmed by our nature and our nurture. And that person doesn't have a choice but to break. And the choices that they make, which are out of their control, would lead them to becoming a very big problem for humanity. And it wasn't their choice. Now, they need to be separated once they inevitably do the bad thing that they were going to do, right? And they need to be, but you can't hate them for what they went through, what programmed them for that. That's where the empathy comes in. Once you're aware of this, what the science has led us to understand, that they had a bad role genetically, and then they had a bad role with their family, right? And what happened to them after that. You can't hate them. You can hate what they did. You can hate that it happened. And you can lock them away because they are a danger to everyone else. But, once you understand that they didn't have a choice, once that they got pressured and cornered by a group of people, and you would react better. You wouldn't have pulled a gun and pulled the trigger on those people, right? When a bad situation happened, you probably wouldn't have had the gun with you at the time, even though you may own one. You do. But you probably wouldn't have been carrying it in that social situation, right? But they don't trust people, right? They've been hurt too many times in their past, so they carry it for their protection, right? And then when things went bad and they had a little bit too much to drink and got in an argument, whatever. That's the point of it. They made bad decisions.
To me, it's still like the whole choice to choose or not to choose your genetics is a mixture of. It's like Schrodinger's cat, but of choice.
Kinda.
Like you. That's how I see it. It's Schrodinger's cat. It's either it is happening or it isn't. It happened or it doesn't happen. You go left, you go right. It's Schrodinger's cat.
But the choice that you will make was based on your, whether you're going to go left or whether you're going to go right. The inevitable choice that you are going to make is based on you. We know it is now based on your genetics and how you were raised. So whether in the future, when you're given that choice to go left or to go right, which way you will go is based on your genetics and your upbringing. Excuse me. And we've known that. And we can empirically prove it through science and through science. It's been proven. And I mean, there are people trying to disprove it because that's the whole point of science, but it has not been disproved. And I remember this from high school, this whole, the paradox of choice. And
it's okay, exactly. Right there. The paradox of choice. You just stated it there is
because we think we have choice, but everything says scientifically that we have no choice, even though we feel like we have agency in our lives. I feel like it, and I keep forgetting this. And then it comes back up in my lifetime over and over again, even though I feel like on a daily basis that I have control. I can choose what I want for dinner. And then scientifically, it's like, actually, you didn't have a choice there. You were always going to get that for dinner. And yet, me and my wife sit there every day and go, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. And then we're like, let's just figure this out. Like, did we have this recently? No, we had to have this recently. And we like break it down. And when we choose a thing, and we were always going to have that, apparently, even though I don't feel like it.
If this is becoming less, this conversation are you breaking down, it's becoming less scientific and more, forgetting the word, more, not theoretical, philosophical.
Yeah.
Philosophy. It's becoming less science, like, your day-to-day life choices don't matter, but they do matter, but they don't. And so then nothing matters and everything matters, and this whole conversation just needs to end, because I think it's a pointless conversation, because no matter what we do about it, we can't change anything about it, so what's the point of knowing about it?
Once you know about it, you can apply that
to
others in your... Well, yeah. If you
know about choice, but you can't affect choice because it's already programmed into you ahead of time. So then, in theory, you can't affect,
nurture.
but you can't affect choice.
The nurture can affect your programming, and then that'll affect the choices that you will make in the future. They're out of your control.
But then that was already pre-programmed, because you then know about choice.
Exactly.
So then, if you didn't know about
your
choice,
programming,
then you wouldn't do anything about it.
And so you have altered your programming so that the choices are then set for you in the future. Again, you're not going to make them, because that's a whole nother part of the topic. Because we think that we are like a thing, right? But we're just a collection of neurons. We are a computer that's based on its programming. We can alter the programming, and then we are going to make the choices. The choices are going to happen based on that programming. So we can, by learning more information.
So I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
In a perfect world, I managed to put together an exact copy of myself.
Uh-huh.
I put that exact copy of myself in a simulation of my life. Exact perfect copy of my life. And then I kill myself. Will that person that's a copy of me be me? Where it doesn't realize and I don't realize that there's a copy of me.
Well, you're dead, so you wouldn't realize.
Yes, but there's a party out there acting of it there. One of them is, we're going to copy exact what this person does into their life, and then we're going to run that through a simulation with that.
As far as it knows, it would.
Genetic copy of them would be. Would then that person be old man, or would that be old man version 2?
Now, as far as they would know, they would be old man. I mean, if you're talking about that's the
but
whole
they're
like
not. There's now 2 copies of the exact same person out there.
That's the whole like the transporter thing, from Star Trek, is like it has to kill the original and make a copy at the other end. And if there's a malfunction, there's 2. And then what do? Do you just go and murder the second one as well? It's like, oh, you got to let him live because now he's out. And he thinks he's the original because he kind of was. And then the second one thinks he's the original because he's an exact copy. And he kind of is. So the other one is a simulation, in a machine. It thinks it's the exact original, and if it's an exact copy of the original, it doesn't know. So for all it knows, it is the exact original, except for the exact original is dead and not in the simulation. So as far as it knows, it is the original doing everything the original would and making the same choices. So if it presented a situation, it would make the exact same choices that the original would. If the original had lived to that moment, based on the information that had been given to it.
But it's not the original. It's a copy of the original.
Yeah, but as far as it knows, it's the original. So as far as it knows, it believes and feels and is the original. But we know outside of the simulation that it's just a program in a machine. But that's also the whole theory of the simulated universe, that we're in a simulation and we just believe we're the originals. But that's the reason why there's a whole there's scientists right now in the world trying to figure out if we're in a simulation or not, because there is a large collection of people that believe that we could be in a simulated universe.
To me, it's like the choice thing. I kind of understand now, but now when you start getting into putting choice in theoretics, and if it becomes, to me, just all turns back into Schrodinger's cat again.
Kinda.
It is and it isn't at the same time. So then, therefore, you have to then open the box and find out the actual answer, but we can't open the box because we don't know how to open the box, or the box doesn't exist, or we're just thinking into this way too far than we need to.
It's a weird, complicated thing to talk about. That's why I'm like, the video.
Is it a thing?
Like the topic,
or is it a person?
The topic itself.
So and I come back to it again. The whole topic is it a thing? Is it a person? Is it a simulation? It's back to Schrodinger's cat again. It is and it isn't. It's choice. It's not choice.
It's based on your experiences.
It is or isn't.
You will make the choices that you make, and those are the only choices that you will ever make. So because you will only make those choices and you will never make any other choices, you are only going to ever make one choice in those scenarios. If you make the choice to pull the trigger on a gun, that is the choice that you make. If you don't pull the trigger on the gun, that is the choice that you make, right? So you will always make the choice that you made, right? And you can't change those. You can't go back in time. You can't make a different choice. In the future, you could make a different choice. And if you learn something new, that's nurture, right? That's how the world is adapting your information, right? The things that you've experienced change you. They add to you. They make you better. You go to school. You learn new skills. Those new skills make you a better or worse person. That making you better or worse can change you. And you can make new decisions based on that added information. But you are a computer. You are a thing. You are a collection of neurons, right? That's your brain, right? And going.
But I hate to say this, Aurelius, but when you bring up the conversation of you're just a collection of neurons of things, you're a thing.
Mm-hmm.
When the thing stops another thing from being a thing and turns it into another thing, people don't like that, and all of a sudden they're a person.
They don't, because that's again part of that. We feel like we have agency. We feel like we are not a machine. We feel like we are not a computer. We feel like we are something else. The science is where are you? And people are like, huh? Is where do you exist in this thing that you are, this collection of cells? Do you exist in your chest? Do you exist in between the eyes? Do you exist behind the eyes? Where do you exist? Right? Where are you in all of that? Are you in the middle of your brain area? Where are you in that? And things to think about. But back beyond that, we know that we are the brain. And if you stick a piece of electrical stuff into the brain and shock it a little bit, we change who the person is. Welcome.
But did we change who the person was, or were they always going to be stabbed in the head and electrocuted?
Well, if you take out the little wire and the electricity, they go back to being who they were. But if you put while you're electrifying that part of the brain, the computer doesn't work the same way, and the person is different. You know, if the person is misfiring, their computer is like epilepsy and all. You know, we're aware of all of these malfunctions to our computers. You know, through various science. But that's where all this research comes in from. And it leads to the whole, like, we're just a machine that can malfunction. But we feel like we're more. And this is where... Go ahead.
It almost... This almost sounds like an excuse to being like, oh, I didn't do it, I was programmed to do it. This almost seems like a...
That's part of
like,
it.
I agree with old man. And g'day.
G'day.
It's like I said, it comes back to my opinion of it's Schrodinger's cat of you have no choice, but you have choice because you're programmed to do it, or you cannot do it, or you were, or you weren't. It's just...
That's
it comes
why...
back to...
Go ahead.
It just comes back again to, like, it's...
That's why it's
make
more
a choice,
complicated.
you cannot make a choice.
So the person didn't have a choice, right? Based on their biology, based on their upbringing, that's the decision that they were going to make.
I'm the computer.
Yeah, that's the decision their computer was going to make in that circumstance, right? To pull that trigger, to do the thing that ruined their life, right? So they should be separated from the rest of humanity. They are a danger when given the choice, right? When they are presented with this scenario, their programming chooses a bad option. Okay? Who they are, right? What has brought them to this place in life decides to do a bad thing, right? So this can be all sorts of like shades of gray. They could just be annoying all the time. They could just be like a troll all the time. But there comes a line in this whole like thing of where do they become a danger, right? If they're a danger to others, then they need to be separated. If they break laws, then they need to be separated, right? And that's what we have laws for. So if their programming causes them to like be like a problem and break laws and be a danger, then they should be separated. But you shouldn't hate the person. Like you shouldn't cause yourself. You know how much like trouble and like negativity, hating does for you? So once you understand this concept that they had no choice, right? They didn't choose to have a bad upbringing. They didn't choose to be genetically prone to fits of anger or like the schizophrenia, right? That was not their choice. They didn't choose to have parents that beat them. They didn't choose to have, you know, fathers that left. They didn't choose to be raped or whatever. They didn't choose any of that, right? That's just shit that happened, and it was out of their control.
No, that's somebody else's choice.
They didn't choose often that either.
But then that person didn't choose.
Exactly.
And then the person before that didn't choose.
Hate these people and ruin your life, right? Once you understand that, once you have that programming, it's no longer your choice to do that. You don't have to like get angry at that. You don't choose to do that anymore. So once you understand, once you have that programmed into you, you can then have empathy for the people. You don't have to like them. I'm not saying that you can just understand better, like how people work, how the universe is, and maybe they're not genetically prone. Maybe it's just their upbringing, right? They can then learn through their life behind bars and be rehabilitated. You know, that is the thing that can happen. They can be additionally programmed by more stuff so that when they are presented with that circumstance to go left or right, that instead of going left and hitting the person on the side of the road, the old, paradox of the train versus the person, on the tracks or whatever, oh, you're going to a tunnel and there's a person standing in the road. What do? Do you go left or right and kill the person or crash your car? Those things, whatever, that choice that they don't have a choice anymore, they're programmed to do. Now they can overcome that through more nurture, right? Because it's nurture and nature is what makes the choices for us. If their nature isn't bad and it was just their nurture that ruined their life, right? Given time, they can overcome that nurture. They can add additional programming, more skills, right? More self-help and all that other stuff to add to it so that, again, when they're presented that opportunity, they don't have a choice. But now their programming overcomes it and they make a better, there's a better outcome, right? And that happens. People go through, people that do bad things, then go through therapy, go through years and years of effort, and then when presented with another situation, they don't make the bad thing doesn't happen. They don't make that wrong decision, even though it's just an illusion of a decision, because they really have no choice, because it's all just what the programming in their brain is set to do. What happens to the people that make the right decision? They just move on with their life because they don't, they're not a danger to society, so they just continue to have. So this isn't about choice. This is about what's best for society. A part of it is about empathy. A part of it is about understanding how people work. Part of it is about being able to make better medications. A part of it is about understanding So it's everything and nothing at the same time. That's the thing about the original people finding out this and empirically testing it back in the 50s and 60s and continuing to work with it and try to disprove it and probe it and the experiments and it all came about because I saw a recent video about this and it refreshed it in my brain, that the illusion of choice. And I'm like, wait a second, that's not, oh, wait a second. I remember something about in high school about the choice paradox. And this one was the illusion of choice, because naming things differently, different people. And it always blows my mind when this comes back up into my life, because again, I feel like I have control and decisions over my life, right? Because I don't feel like it's my biology and my upbringing that led me to do all the things that I do. I don't feel like it, but I know it from a scientific point, and that gets overwritten because I'm so forgetful about things time and time again in my life by the daily feeling of being a person and not a machine, not being a computer, especially since I'm so damn forgetful. I'm such a flawed computer. My RAM is broken. My hard disk has magnetic errors. And just living the feeling of life, I feel like something more than that. I feel like I make decisions all the time, that I have agency and control over my life. But then there's all of this empirical scientific data that I can't argue with. Every time I try to argue with it, I'm there's so much overwhelming proof that I'm wrong, even though I feel like I'm right, that I'm more, and that I have choice. And it's just no, that's what you were going to do anyway. I'm yeah, I guess. But it feels like... I just come to the conclusion that it's a pointless topic because you can't control it. Then why care? the medicines, the better understanding, the like policy making, not blaming people for the mistakes that they've made, better understanding others. It's that kind of thing. Like
I was gonna do that all to begin with anyway. I wasn't gonna whether you do it or you don't do it.
some people don't do it, and if the more that they learn, they can add this, you know, like some people blame others. Really, they hold things against people. They, you know, it's like, well, you don't have to. Not everybody, you know, does things by the golden rule, where it's like, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, you know? A lot of people don't think about how other people would feel or perceive the actions that they do, or... And some of this can, like, bleed into that. Murder Scaldra. I can do that.
I've
Yeah,
got
just
some
been doing
news.
that.
I
What's your
actually
news?
bought myself the MetaQuest 3. I'm setting it up now.
Hey, nice. All right. Yeah, you're
I-
going to have some fun. Is that one
I've
wireless?
just got to figure out... Yes.
I think it is. Yeah. That's good.
I've just got to figure out how to set it up. It says
Carefully.
pair your headset with the Meta Horizon app to continue.
So you'll want to install the app on the computer. Or it might be on the phone. I don't know. It's usually on the phone. I've got a Meta app
I'm
on my
doing it on the
computer.
phone, but that's for the Meta. But I don't want to use it like I just want to use it on the computer. I don't.
I have a
use it
Meta
off the
computer app on the computer. You got Windows, right?
There's an app that I meant to download from Steam, isn't there? That I meant to pay for. Virtual Desktop, isn't it?
I don't think so. You can use Steam with just about anything. Like, as far as I know, you do have to have the Meta app on your PC to use the headset with the PC.
Okay. Let's see how I go. It's pretty clear.
Probably better than mine, since mine's several years old and wired.
It's very accurate. It's pretty trippy when you see your hands looking down and you can actually see your hands on your controller.
Mm-hmm.
What they're doing.
Wait till it starts messing with your sense of scale.
Yeah. Okay, I have the latest version of Meta Horizon mobile app. If all else fails, that's why we have Google
Mm-hmm.
and YouTube.
Yeah. Google.
MetaQuest Link app.
Sounds about right. I think it's the Link. Yeah, that's the one for the PC.
Go.
What's up, old man?
Oh, it's back my network there.
Oh man. Can you send me that part site? I tried to find it today, and I found like a server build thing for him, but all of the stuff on there were from eBay, and I'm like, I don't think it's eBay.
I literally just Googled server part deals. Like, I don't know what was difficult about that.
Oh, okay.
It was serverpartdeals.com.
Okay.
Like, I gave you all the information.
I don't know how to get into that room. I figured it out. Serverpartdeals.com. Okie dokie.
That's the last of them. Time to come home.
Apparently, there's multiple ways of connecting it. Apparently, there's a Steam app that's better.
I have to use the Link app to be able to use it in Steam. If I don't have the Link app running, I don't get any images in Steam for mine.
Ah.
Which is a bit of a bummer that I have to use too.
Headset's actually pretty comfortable.
Yeah. The wife is like, I don't know how you can use that thing all for so long. I'm like, some people can't. Like a lot of people just get nauseous. I only get nauseous if I'm in like free flight, like on the Blue Dragon. That's why I kind of like was like, ooh, stay away from the Blue Dragon until you're like good and prepared for the game for a while or something, until you've like acclimated it to VR really good. Because I can play in VR for, 8 hours straight, and then I get on that Blue Dragon, and in 30 seconds I'm nauseous. And it's amazing how like hot and sweaty I'll get. Like in like 5 seconds I start sweating, and then like 20 seconds later I'm nauseous. It's really surprising, like some of the like physical effects that it can have on you.
Well, I'm going to leave you two for now. I'm going to try and figure out how to get this running. Watch a YouTube video too.
Good luck. I'll play with you in it later on. Once you get it set up, let me know.
Oh, I should have it done in the next half hour. Cheers.
All right. I want to take some Red Bull. Thank you, old man, by the way. I was going to sleep earlier. That's why I have this Red Bull. And you got me engaged. Laughing and fussing. Thank you. I haven't had a good discussion like that in a while. I still didn't do a good job of communicating everything.
Yeah, I think that's what you need to work on. You need to work on being able to communicate what you're trying to explain to people better, so they have a better understanding of it. Because the entire conversation, I went and looked it up, and yeah, you only gave about a tenth of the information. So
I really did.
So what you need to do is, when you bring up a topic like that, you need to have a good understanding of the topic, so that way you can tell it to people in a form that person will understand it. Because then if you don't, then why bring up the topic and discuss it when it's like, yes, I have a really great topic, but I have no information about it.
I mean, I've got lots of information about it, but
But do you?
I mean, yeah, but the problem is the way that I
talk
and explain things.
It's all in the video and everything. It's all information's over there. You don't have it. The video has it.
I mean, I can, but it's. I'm so bad at like communicating things in a succinct and quick manner that, like, half the time I'm just like, look, here's the video. Go watch that. It'll do a good job. It's like 26 minutes, and he does a good job of getting you most of the stuff in that 26 minutes. But guess what? It's still 26 minutes of one guy talking straight at you pretty quickly, and at least he's entertaining, right? I'm not nearly as entertaining. My beard doesn't look as good. My hair is nowhere near as good. And I don't have the college degrees that he does. So yeah, better resource right there. College degrees, better looking, great beard. Go watch him. He'll do a much better job. I posted it in the sounds and stuff. That's the one that reminded me recently about it. But like I said, we went over it in high school when it was the choice paradox, and here it's the illusion, the free will illusion.
Scares the shit out of me.
But yeah, it's just too much on it. It's been studied for too long. And it blows my brain. Oh, I'm done with these. I need to go see Laddie and turn in the last little bit.
Always something. Oh, gracias. Show me something interesting. Show me.
What do we have? 6K. Three of these. 4.
Ay, qué bueno. You have just made someone very happy. Anytime.
Okay, I've gotten all the mag stuff. Trin. Help me out, girl. Or Nyx.
What you're thinking. I can practically hear it in your vesicle. What'd you say? A touch of the macabre.
One's done. That was an improvement. I like that they added the, when you're looking at an arcane in somebody's like shop, you can see how many fully maxed out arcanes you have of it.
Can you actually tell the difference between a maxed out arcane and a stack of just ones and a stack of maxed?
Mm-hmm. So if you look at like the stream or something, I'm hovering over Arcane Camisado, and it shows that I have 1 fully ranked one and 7 unranked ones. I don't know if it'll show you if you have like a 4-tier stacked one or a 3-tier, and a 2 and a 1, or how many of those you have as well. It may, but I like that they added that in the GUI to show me that, oh, I have one of these that's fully ranked. I don't need to buy any more of these. And then if I go to like the next one, I have 12 unranked ones. So I'm like, okay, I need to buy that up to 20, 21. So I need to buy 8, 9. 67. I don't need to buy that one right now. But that was a good UI tweak for them. Arcane. This is Warframe, and that one's Warframe. Truculence and Bellicose.
Little one. If ever two were one, then surely we.
Truculence and Bellicose. Truculence and Bellicose. I'll go check one of the other vendors and see if it's everywhere. Are you? Bell. Okay. Any of the big cities should have an arcane vendor. Zimmerman. I think it's Yanta.
I'd figured it out.
There's a ghost town in North.
One big bold leap, disabling the safeties in sequence. If I had it to do again, we could make it.
Okay. Yeah, it's everywhere. And it does show you.
So, yeah, it shows you your highest ranked one and then how many of them individually you have.
Mm-hmm. Which is nice.
It just shows you a tier of every single one you have.
It's pretty cool. What does this Rise do? On reload. Weapons. On a sniper, that would be good.
Whatever damage time has done, we can undo it.
I can definitely buy those. So that's Rise.
Very well.
We're rank 2.
Goodbye then.
Arsenal. So I don't know how many I need to get to. I have 1. I can't use it on that gun.
You've seen things in the deep void too, haven't you? Lashing like dragons.
Goes on Warframe.
Like giants. I'll see you.
Yeah, I'll probably never use that. I need 14 more.
Objects that have affected one another continue to affect one another. If you have specimens, I'm deeply interested. Fascinating.
Okay, all of those are taken care of.
Yes. Goodbye for now.
Okay, y'all, take stuff.
If there are, I think you'd have liked me back when I was human. I mean, I hope you would. Reconstruction of the past is possible. Let's open this up. Let's see what twisted wonders the void has created. Ah, thank you. Ah, thank you.
Oh, 3,000.
My patience is almost. I'll see you later.
Buy stuff, kill stuff, repeat.
Northern Mexico, filled with ruined stone buildings and long abandoned silver mines that hint at the town's lucrative past. The only functional structure left is a huge suspension bridge called the Puente de Ojuela, which spans a deep valley to the south of the town. The 300-meter-long bridge was built by the same people that built the Brooklyn Bridge, and when it went up, the Puente de Ojuela was the third longest suspension bridge in the world. Now, though, the area is experiencing something of a renaissance. Thanks to a quirk of geology and a little bit of luck, there's something pretty and valuable in those mines once again. Today, Ojuela, in the rural state of Durango in northern Mexico, is a ghost town populated only by occasional tourists. Like many of the ghost towns that dot the US and Mexico, its success relied on the extraction of precious metals beneath the surface. Spanish prospectors discovered silver and gold here way back in 1598, and Ojuela thrived mostly on the profits from the silver mines for around 350 years. The town became an important point on the UNESCO-recognized El Camino Real de Tierra Adentro, otherwise known as the Silver Route. That route was used for transporting and trading silver through Mexico and the United States. And this old trade route was only made possible by even older geological events. The gold and silver bearing rocks here formed when hot hydrothermal fluids from underlying magma pushed up through the Cretaceous age limestone that makes up Ojuela's hillsides. These fluids carry all kinds of rare elements within them, which are deposited when the liquid cools and crystallizes. The result is what's known as a polymetallic hydrothermal ore deposit, where the good stuff is concentrated in veins that crisscross through the main rock body. And Ojuela's metal deposits were huge. Over the years, the mines have yielded about 2.5 million kilograms of silver, 17,000 kilos of gold, and 466 metric tons of lead. Eventually, though, all of the shiny stuff was mined out, leaving nothing to support the historic mining town. Without its subterranean source of wealth, Ojuela was abandoned and left to fall into ruin. But this was far from the end of Ojuela's story, because these mines were also hiding a secret stash of other, much more unexpected minerals. Most of the minerals we encounter in the world of geology formed in one of two ways. Some crystallize out from a primary liquid. For instance, the olivine and feldspar that make up igneous rocks forms when hot magma or lava cooled, and the calcite that glues together sedimentary rock crystallized out of supersaturated water. Others are forged under high temperatures and pressures without melting. That's how some metamorphic minerals like kyanite and garnet form. But there's a whole other class of so-called secondary minerals that are only made when pre-existing rocks are altered at the Earth's surface. Essentially, what's going on here is weathering, a process we more often associate with breaking things down than making anything new. But Weathering exposes rocks to water and oxygen, which they likely won't have seen while they were forming inside the crust. The minerals in these rocks are what's known as metastable, meaning that they're fine to hang out in the high pressure conditions underground, but aren't built to withstand the environment up on the surface. It doesn't take a lot of heat or pressure to alter them either. Just a subtle shift is enough to get the change going. Sometimes, the secondary minerals form because elements in that primary material dissolve away, while the insoluble ones stick around. Water, oxygen, and other compounds combine with what's left behind to create a new mineral with a brand new chemical formula. All of this takes place gradually and at temperatures well below the mineral's melting point. And some of these secondary minerals have come to be incredibly useful to us over the years. For instance, weathering of feldspar can produce kaolinite, which is a type of clay used in pretty much all pottery and ceramics. Feldspars can also weather into something called gibbsite, which is one of the main sources we use to extract aluminum. Sometimes, though, chance chemical alteration can conspire to create minerals that aren't necessarily useful, but they are beautiful. And at the Ojuela mine, gem collectors stumbled across some of these secondary riches in 1946, when they dug into a grotto filled with lime green bubble-shaped crystals of adamite. Remember that the town's gold and silver were originally part of a polymetallic ore deposit, meaning that there were several different kinds of metal in the hydrothermal veins. Previously, only the shiny precious metals had been considered valuable enough to be worth mining. But years of weathering made a less valuable metal into jaw-dropping crystals, zinc. Zinc and arsenic happen to be big components of this particular hydrothermal system. And so the rocks altered to make a unique collection of zinc and arsenic-rich minerals, including this adamite. Adamite is a zinc arsenate hydroxide, and the crystals can be a range of colors depending on the other elements that find their way into the mineral structure. They'll be clear or white if they're very pure, yellow if they have iron, lime green with copper, and occasionally pink with cobalt or purple with manganese. Some crystals even glow yellow or green under UV light thanks to a small amount of uranium-bearing ions within them. Naturally, the crystals grow in an elongated shape, but because their growth depends on the space they have available and the flow of water around them, they can create some interesting formations and complex clusters called druses. They can even grow on other secondary minerals like limonite, like these ones did. After the 1946 discovery of adamite in Ojuela's mines, gem collectors realized what a treasure trove this secondary ore deposit was. Exploration over the following decades revealed more than 100 other brightly colored secondary minerals scattered throughout the veins. In the mid-20th century, miners realized they could earn more from these colorful gems than they could from the gold and silver left in the mines. So Ojuela is experiencing a second life thanks to its secondary minerals. It might not be enough to rebuild a whole town, but it's enough to keep Ojuela on the map. And this month, SciShow Roxbox subscribers can get a piece of Ojuela in their mailbox. This month's specimens are adamite crystals on limonite, plucked out of the mines just for you. Our Roxbox minerals are always ethically sourced and carefully chosen to bring you a high-quality geological specimen. If you aren't a subscriber, head over to scishow.rocks to sign up for our waitlist and check out some of our other Rockhound gear for sale, like this geologist loop, which even has our SciShow logo on it. Thanks for watching.
When you are ready, go to extraction.
That's cool. Poor Valkyr.
Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wunderbar day.
Wunderbar.
Some like lethality Jinx today. I'm gonna go tier first actually. You're gonna think that's psychotic.
Yeah.
But we gotta get the stacking, man. We gotta get it stacking so we can press W many times. That's the whole point of this build, lethality Jinx. It just presses W and R. That's kind of it. Everything else is like, it is what it is, frankly. Only thing that we can actually really stack this off of is W though. Zap does not. Zap is the only thing that stacks it. Switcheroo doesn't stack it even though it costs mana to fire rockets. Your shit out of luck, your poo poo out of luck on that one. As well as that, I mean, I guess alt E does, actually, now that I think about it. But E does as well, but it's a little bit more difficult to actually hit. I have you on Steam Cell. Your dad's putting in some hours. My man played 105 sessions of Cossacks Back to War. Your dad likes Cossacks, man. What can I say? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. I'm realizing I should be more careful already. Because, I mean, she's going to dash in on this. That's just the way it goes. Dash, dash. Okay, yep.
Stay
Too fast for me.
focused. There's a heavy
3
unit
fast, 5
approaching.
me.
You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy
Not
sensors.
really worth the HP that I took
Target
there. I took a
located.
lot of
Bring
damage.
them in. We cannot let our target know we're here.
I think
Track
I'm
them
going to have a
down
bad
quickly.
lane, guys. Don't know what I'm aiming at. That's one stack of the tier though.
Success. The captive is safely in our hands.
And we love that for us.
Congratulations, Tenno.
Okay, missed that as well. It's a great lane. It's a great lane. It's just a great lane. Excellent. You know what, man? I'm just gonna waddle about. Get the footwork proc. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do against Aurelio. I've got nothing in my arsenal that beats her. I guess like E. I thought I had teleport, bro. No, I just barriered, man. Well, this is a disaster. This is a disaster. Hold on, I've just got a message back from my friend. There was a video that I was talking about, and like, well, just after the last video, between that one and this one, about a generational video of like a man dressed as Captain America running at his computer as fast as he can and like crashing into it at quite a high speed. And I was like, we're talking about like the IShowSpeed backflip video, and I was like, that one is probably generational as well. However, I couldn't find it. I think I've got a man on the case though. I've got a man on the case looking for it. Yup. Yeah. What, you gonna dash on me? Yeah. Suck your mother.
Stay
Yes.
focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
What a roam. An incredible roam. Thank you. Don't even know where he came from, man, but he came exactly when he was needed. This is going to be the last video of the year, man. We're ending this off on the most shambolic display of gameplay you've ever seen. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? You want some?
So you
Oh, getting your ass kicked, actually, kinda. Did you get your ass kicked, bro? Hey, you want some? Bosh. I'm out of here. Imagine getting pounded by a level 4 Jinx with tier. Many such cases. Would you believe? There are many such cases. Many people are saying this. Hold on, let me check the tangent diary because I swear I've got more shit to talk about. Oh, yeah, I actually didn't. Yeah. You know, I talked about this at the beginning of the stream, but I didn't talk about it much beyond that, like before I even started recording.
3 immobile defenses. Okay.
I got a bit of an update on the weight loss front. I was like, not worried necessarily. I think that's probably the wrong word. But yeah, I lost a lot of weight when Maisie and I broke up, like quite quickly, and it wasn't necessarily very healthy.
Your weapon
But I kind of thought, like, because I've been drinking more recently, and I was like, oh, that kind of like is like caloric, densely caloric, and that's gonna end up being like plateauing the weight loss, or you know, basically fucking everything up, basically going backwards. When I was in London a couple weeks ago, I was really annoyed because my jeans kept on falling down, and it felt like my dick was trying to escape. I had just kind of like assumed that like I'd stretched my jeans out from being like overweight, that you know that was what the reason was. So as it would turn out, I actually weighed myself like 2 days ago, just you know because it had been a while, and I have lost like fucking 2 stone, which is like 13 kilograms or 25 pounds, 26 pounds, or something like that.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
So yeah, it turns out my jeans were falling down because I had like lost a lot of weight and I need to buy new clothes, I think, at this point. But yeah, I was super surprised, and it's really weird. I don't feel like I've lost weight. I don't know if I don't know if it looks like I've lost weight. I have no idea. I mean, I have compared to like I don't know 4 months ago, I suppose, but I don't know. Like I haven't done anything different. I guess I've been like eating less. I suppose like I built my weight bench that I got for like my birthday like a year and a half ago or some shit. I think I finally got around to actually building that motherfucker in my, so I've gone bachelor mode for sure. But that's like kind of it, man. I don't know. They're definitely different on the cam. I guess, man. I don't know. It's hard. Like you know, unfortunately, I look at myself every day, so it's hard to tell.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare
This
to
guy,
defend.
no way. He lit, man.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Hold on, I got a plan.
Marines inbound.
Dodge this. Oh fuck, he did dodge. He dodged. He had to dodge a lot there, but he did dodge. Yeah. Oh baby, we are out here. I'm gonna come up. I can't really offer much of anything, but what I can do is W from really far away.
Continue to defend.
I hope this is enough. I really don't want to do this, but here we are.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Get me out. Get me out. Get me out. Ah, fine, I'll help you. Fine. I see Tristana. Yeah, okay, that is. She's coming. She is coming. She's bended low. Some of that. Oh, what a disaster, man. She got jump up again?
Area completed.
She's got to be trapped though, right? She's got to be trapped. Kill her. Yeah. Okay, then that's the winnable fight. Fear. Then we get passive from Warwick. Oh, yabla. Okay, I had a lot of money there. Give me that. Do you remember NL3 versus just yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Location reached.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of weight as well.
Drop me in and defend our position.
Like, obviously this is like no disrespect to him, but he definitely puts in a lot more effort than I do in the weight losing department. So like, yeah, he should be losing. Like he spends like 90 minutes on the Peloton every day. So my ass is just like, I don't know. I kind of like had a crisis and then stopped eating, which is what it is, I guess. At the end of the day, had it, and then that kind of developed. I don't want to say like, I was very wary of it becoming like an eating disorder or something. But I reined it back then. But I was like living on meal replacements for a while, and I guess like my stomach shrunk, or I don't know, but yeah, I just like don't have the same appetite that I used to, so I eat less, and that's I guess like because of my weight, it takes like a lot more. It's easy to be in a calorie deficit, I suppose is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's I didn't think it would happen. I didn't realize I was still losing. I mean, I'm not impressed. I'm just like, it's not like I will say I've been like better, but you know, I didn't think it was like so. I didn't think it was 2 stone, 13 kilograms. You know, 25 pounds worth. You know. Sorry, we're here by the breakout. Man. We're doing it. Yep. No sweat, boss. I like me and Maisie are on good terms. Like I saw it yesterday.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, she came over for like a cup of tea. We just like had a chat and shit. And yeah,
Very good.
she's like tanky kind. Oh, she got Blazing King already. Ooh. Give me 2 2s, and then I'm gonna go like Electro next. I think. I don't think she's in ulti range, and even then, this is kind of an annoying mid laner to be against because she has like a lot of self-sustain, bruh. So an ulti isn't necessarily gonna do. What the fuck was that particle effect there? Boop, 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 boop. We got dragon though, which is good. I'll actually take that. That's good to hear. Yeah, I get to hear like the horrors of the NHS like 999 service handling, but with nothing else. Like it's great, man. I get to hear the horror stories. The world is a horrible place. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm divulging. What the fuck's going on here, man? You cheeky little bugger. Ooh. I mean, if it works, it works. I don't know what to tell you. I got this, guys. Don't worry. Very slowly, I have this under control. Sorry, I think echo may be a problem. I don't know what happened. I think he's killed me once. John's 6-1. Dave is playing Fiddlesticks top. Interesting. What's up, Poop Squad? What's up, gang? That's on gang. Don't really know why I'm hitting this, to be honest. It's not really because like this Scuttle Crab is any of my business whatsoever. Shut up! I mean, they could have gone better, but it could have gone worse, actually. Did I get 74 gold for killing him? You're not being dead ass with me, right? Yeah, come on, bro. Oh, I see what's happening right now. Alrighty.
Your enemies have grown fierce.
I got you.
Use all
I got you. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, I hit her as well. Oh, Shadow. Oh, I got a bounty. Yeah. So true. See, I got blue buff, man. So I got nothing to lose here apart from the blue buff.
Drop me in and defend our position.
I mean, we're getting it like
Stay focused.
moderately
There's a
stacked
heavy unit approaching.
in some regard here.
I'm in, Tenno. This will
Okay,
take
she
a
got me
moment.
good on that one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. This like to see that this really is a better player than me would be just me stating absolute facts right now. Nothing but facts can spat. See, even this bullshit, man. I can't fucking hit her, dude. Ah!
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
I feel like I'm gonna ask her to chill it, man.
Looks like heavy activity ahead.
Oh my god, what am I even aiming at, man? Okay, it didn't kill her. Oh, that didn't kill her either. I'm going this way. I'm fucking my life, man. He's got all the way up again already. Ah! I really need help here. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, bro.
Area completed. Move on.
Okay, yeah,
This
yeah,
will
pop that
only
over.
get more difficult. Get to a terminal and prepare for enemy resistance.
I can't hit nobody. I can't hit nobody, man!
Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Okay. Okay. I can't hit nobody, man! I can't hit nobody, man! Just let me be at peace, man. Let me be at peace. I'm talking to fucking with a fuck, man. I don't know where I'm gonna go next, man. Give me a break.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
I'm having a tough time. I think, man, I'm having a tough time. That's why yeah, no, the weight loss has been cool, man. That was what I'm pretty sure that was what I was talking about prior to like whatever the hell that was. It's been cool, man. It's I still got some ways to go, man. But I moving from like so like the NHS, if you're from like America or Europe or whatever, the NHS and then bullshit. Right? I don't think that BMI exists or whatever. Really, I don't know how. I don't know what it's. I don't really understand it. There's like a BMI calculator that you can, you know, use to be like, here's your height and weight or whatever. So like when like 3 and a bit months ago or whatever, I was in like what would be considered like obese for my height, and I was like, okay, right, that sucks. When I got out of obese and into overweight, I was like, let's fucking go. And now I am like making my way to like halfway through overweight towards healthy, which is pretty cool. I know it's a shit measurement, but it like here's the thing. I have a cooked brain, and like it is like a way to gamify almost progress. And I think that like, can we allow that? You know, can we allow that? Is that okay? It's just gamifying. Like here's a goal. Here's like a literal. I don't really want to push this too much actually, because I'm scared. She's actually running. Okay. I'm scared that like. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Continue to defend.
I can't. This ability is impossible to hit, man. Can I buff? I can buff her W, right?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Okay. It's the hardest ability to hit in the game. It's just impossible. Hate to break it to you. I can't hit the fucking thing, man! Did I kill everybody there? Somehow. I say I, as if like the team didn't do like 90% of the work then.
Mission complete.
As long as it motivates you. So what you're saying is ADHD? I don't have ADHD. Well, I'm not, but like, I don't know. And I'm not going to check, because I have no interest, okay? I think if I was on methamphetamines, it would make me a dangerous being, and that like nothing could stop me. I was offered methamphetamines from my friend who has, like, that's basically what ADHD meds are. Have you tried starting smaller? Brackets booze. Oh, I've been drinking, buddy. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, I know BMI is super big, and it like doesn't take into account like muscle, lean muscle, etc. Blah blah blah. But it's also just like number go down. It's like Maple Story. It's like reverse Maple Story, where it's number go down instead of number go up. So I can appreciate that. Have you tried starting smaller and brackets venting? You know, no. People have been trying to convince me, like, to take ketamine and watch Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. I've never seen Michael Jackson's Moonwalker before. Well, apparently it's incredible, but specifically on ketamine. I personally not looking at K-Hole and watch Moonwalker. I'm up for watching Moonwalker, but like I don't know. Boom. It's a fine enough number for the average non-bodybuilder to get a ballpark without getting any serious measurements. Yeah, I'm not looking to go like get blood tested or get like checked out or nothing like that. It's just like number go up or down for me. I am beyond grateful to whatever deity it is up there that was. You know what? I'm gonna flash actually. That's how scared I am. I really want absolutely fuck nothing to do with this, if I'm being honest with you. That'll do though. I hit a minion. I hit you. And I'm gonna hit you again. And then I'm gonna kill you. Why? I honestly, I'm so fucking horrendously confused at the fact that I have 13 kills. I have absolutely no idea why. Dude, they were talking about like taking ketamine. I was like, bro, that's how they got Matthew Perry, man. Like, you gotta, I can't do it, man. I can't do ketamine. I've been with like many a friend when I was a teenager that was doing ketamine, or like tramadol, which is like a dog tranquilizer instead of a horse tranquilizer. And like, I don't know, man. Nice spooky stuff, man. Oh my god, they've got everybody. Yikes. Fuck, I got like flanked from behind, man. They like they got the paratroopers in, man. Wait, what happened to the guy from Friends? He K-holed in a jacuzzi and then drowned. Yeah. I don't know if he was on a cocktail of other things as well, but that's like my knowledge. That's what happened. Which is a shame. Well, I don't know. I don't know. When I was like a kid, and you're in primary school, and you're like, I was always like Chandler, because I was the kind of feckless funny guy. Do you know what's like the weirdest shit about Matthew Perry dying? And I feel like I'm like this kind of spooky. I remember, I don't remember what movie it was, but I remember like I went to CEX. And I caught a glimpse of a Matthew Perry DVD. I can't remember what movie it was. It might have been The Whole Nine Yards. But I remember like staring at it a little bit longer than was like maybe necessary, and being like, something is awry here. And I just remember like looking at it and be like, And then like 2 days later he died, and I was like, what the fuck? I don't remember what movie it was. It was like What a Girl Wants or something. I don't know. Matthew Perry movies. I'll check this while I'm dead. I don't think he was in. Maybe 1997. No, maybe no. Yeah, maybe. No, it was 3 to Tango, dude. It was. Yeah. 3 to Tango. Yeah. That's what movie it was. Yeah. I remember there being a girl on the cover. What do I say? That was like weird, man. And then I woke up one day. Whole 9 yards. There's a second one. Yeah, Bruce Willis plays like a witness protection mobster assassin guy, and he drags Matthew Perry, who's a dentist, into a wacky raid. Let me tell you that. And his like wife's trying to hire the hitman to kill him, but he likes him, so he's like, nah. Good times, man. Good times. I don't know if it did gangbusters at the box office, but like, it was an okay movie. It was an okay movie. I remember there was one scene in The Whole Nine Yards that I used to like rewind to watch over and over again. If anybody has never seen The Whole Nine Yards, this is going to be like me speaking Chinese to you. It was the part where like, I think like Matthew Perry's character first goes out to his car and then just starts like slapping the steering wheel and then like smashing his head off of the horn. I used to like rewind that shit because I thought it was so funny, man. It was so funny. Is this ranked? This is not ranked. No. Would you believe? Oh, they got Baron. Damn. This guy ain't taking no damage, huh? Oh, he fucking hates me. Sorry, I didn't realize that. Oh shit, this guy fucking hates me, dude. He's full HP. Do we have any damage? Apart, like, I don't do any. David 05. Ay, ay, ay. Ah, he's got a shitload of armor. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I'm going, like, War Doms, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I should probably just ignore him. I flashed a bit early there, actually. I probably could have just walked out, force flash out of him, and then moved myself, but still. Okay, we got Last Whisper at the very least. We are getting picks here. Me and John are like doing okay, but like the issue is that like actually Warwick's doing alright. And you know what, Thresh is killing it. Thresh is killing it. We just don't have a lot of like sustained damage outside of Warwick. Because I'm just like, I like poking. And to be fair, I would love to poke a little bit more in these fights. And not go full biggest dickest mode, but still. Do you know, by the way, as well, I've realized that like I probably haven't seen you all since this came out. I watched all of Squid Game season 2. What a fucking like what a waste of time that was. I'm sorry. And you know what, like I kind of get it. I feel like you could tell that the guy who created it was fucking sick of it. Like at this point, you know. That was closer than I think it should have been. And she's dead anyway. Can't believe they removed Giant Slayer from War Doms. Yeah, that's sad, man. Was it so bad it made the first season bad by association? I listen, people like hate Squid Game, but I think that like Squid Game is incredible, if for no other reason than the fact that it definitely made people like consider watching foreign, like not cinema, but foreign media. Any like, listen, it's the same with like when Gangnam Style came out, man, or like any shit like that, bro. Like, I'm always like a big fan of like, you should probably watch movies that aren't in just like fucking English. And if it manages to do that, then that's absolutely good shit. I'm absolutely fucking cooked here, I fear. Oh my god, he just walks straight through. He does not give a damn. They're actually gonna have to take more for the team here. I should not have missed that, I think. Shut up. Ross be Astro. That's the case. Yeah, like, see if like someone watched the Squid Game and is like, yo, hey, Bobby Sue, Billy Bob, y'all checked out this Korean stuff? No, there's some good shit there, Billy Bob, or something. I don't know. I don't know if there's a tremendous amount of rednecks watching like foreign film, but still, But yeah, it's like cool. It's kind of like a rip-off of like As God Wills. You know, I think it's like same Jagan and Blue Lock author, which is good and also bad. Anybody like Jagan? Any Jagan fans in the chat? Anybody? But if I say Blue Lock, you'll be like, yes, waiter, more slot please. But I talk about Jagan and people are like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? You fake fans. If you ain't read, if you read Blue Lock but you ain't read Jagan or fucking As God Wills It, or As the Gods Will, I can't remember. It's one of the two. Cause that's got like red light, green light with a Daruma and shit like that, man. It's got all. It's a. I actually like. There's a movie for it as well. If you're interested, it's actually not bad. And it's like the first like kind of arc of it. It's like a decently. It's not like long. It's not short. But the manga is like done and completed. It definitely like goes a bit off the rails towards the end, but like it's like, yeah, it could to be expected.
I would imagine the game is always teetering on the edge of bankruptcy, but never quite actually going bankrupt. And always being able to afford to pay the employees. So far.
Seconds of perfectly layered CC. I think Daruma, the bear from Tekken. No, the bear from Tekken is Kuma, which means bear, and he's also Heihachi Mishima's bodyguard. And also, but also canonically in Tekken lore, that's not always the same Kuma. It's like his son, who's also raised by Heihachi and shit, and yeah, I don't know. But then there's also Akuma, who is fucking appears at some point to fight Heihachi, but he's also like actually part of the war because it's part of like Tekken 7's fucking story. Yeah. The War of Tekken is really strange. You should like look up. It's pretty cool actually. All I know about Tekken lore is from Donkey's vid. You should like watch like a real video on Tekken lore because it's actually like pretty cool. The funniest one is Joey Jr. Well, I don't know if he's called Joey or Joey Jr. But basically, like, obviously Joey Jr. is like the little Roo that's like in the pouch of his mother, and the whole like their plot line in like Tekken, whatever the fuck, Tekken 3, Tekken 2. Oh no, it's not Tekken 3. That's Gom's like and Yukijin are the like meme characters in that. But like they're trying to rescue their dad from like, what the hell is the name of the doctor? Boskonovich? I think they're trying to rescue their dad from like Boskonovich's facility. So like they fight tooth and nail, mother and son, to save their dad. And then they get there and their dad is like watching pornography on the couch, and then like the mother beats the shit out of the dad. And that is the plot line for one of the characters in one of the Tekken games. Incredible work. It's truly incredible work.
Nearly done. Keep defending, please.
They really fucking hate me, dog. I don't know what to tell you, man. Some of that. Right up your ass. Right up the batty, bosh! I got 19 kills on that game, man. I was kinda saucy with it, man. I ain't gonna lie. Kinda saucy with it. Can't come close to Cruelty Squad, not gonna lie. I don't know what to tell you, man. They're completely different games. Like, what do you want me to tell you, man? We all watched the fucking 4-hour-long Pyrocynical video, buddy, right?
Better know what to do.
I don't know if it was 4 hours long. I think it was, yeah. That's pretty good, man. 37k? Could have done a bit more damage, though.
Wrong one.
Easy, too easy, that elo. Follow it and stop. This is a normal game. What's this guy saying? Okay, I see where I see what his issue is here. Okay, there's smurfing for sure. That's interesting. Wait, you had 19 kills and Zerath had 21. Were most of your kills on 2 people? Yeah. We had like almost every kill. Yeah, except 7. Yeah, but it was fun though. Thank you very much for watching. This is the last video of the year. I'll see you all. Hey, I'll see you all next year. Tomorrow. Take care.
Yes, it won't be shrugging that off.
Everybody just got back to their computers.
You found a terminal. Pop the data mass in there and defend it. Okay, scrubbing the system. Nearly done. Keep defending, please. Job done. On to the next.
Ah, after this mission. Oh, nice. You sent me that link. Who has the data terminal?
Okay, scrubbing the system.
I'm making the kunai because the incarnate version apparently seeks weak spots and headshots. And it might be easier to work than these Toxises. Toxises are fun, but
Nearly done. Keep defending, please.
I think the kunai might be better. I don't know. I've never tried them. I want to go with whatever is easiest. I'm lazy. Oh, we got a thing over here.
Old-fashioned elbow grease and a bit of brute force can work miracles. Sector's ours. Well done.
Shouting. All right, so I have it on over the hat, so you can see the hoodie already. So we've got no face, and I'll just back up. You should be able to see things like that. Some stiff, another little mask thingy. Then lanterns, pockets. It's got decoration on the outside, like it has a seam that goes on the outside. Completely unnecessary because the seams are on the inside. You know, it's stitched on the inside. Yeah, you can see the seam. It is stretchy. This is a double extra large. So then nice hood. Oh, it's one of those. So it has the thumb holes, which I do enjoy, by the way. I do like that. Then the back. I don't know how much you can see because I can't. So no face and mouth. It's kind of nice. And then I often wear like vests and stuff. So since I wear vests, and I can cover it up so it's not always just blatantly a a walking advertisement for, Spirited Away. But I really like the hood. I'm gonna take the headset off. A lot of my hoods are teardrops, so they pull in here like this when it's zipped up. I have a lot of vests that are teardrop shaped, like that, and this is a bell shape. So it's nice to have like a different type of hood. So it's kind of nice. And then like when I have one of my vests on it, the vest is usually pulling it into a teardrop if I put that hood on. And then so I can have both hoods, and then I can put that one down the back and have this one open in the bell shape. So it's kind of nice having both options. And then of course it's a zip up, so whatever. So I can still sport like other things underneath both the vest and the thing. It was pretty nice. And like the robe that I'm wearing right now usually leaves my arms a little cool because it's not as warm as the other robe that I have. Like this one doesn't have a hood on. So I'm really enjoying like this shirt underneath it. As I even passed out on the couch earlier today. Wife was cooking and I just sat down and was like, it's thin and stretchy, but it actually weighs a decent amount. Even though it's not like thick, it's very comfy, very stretchy. Okay, I'll send you a link. But like I said, it doesn't look very good in the link, and I don't give a crap. You'll see why I say I don't give a crap. Let's see here. Again, I don't give a crap. If I like something, I'm going to wear it. And the wife doesn't care if I don't give a crap. It looks way better on me. Do you see why I say I don't give a crap? Why do you say you're in danger? And in the store, I got a double extra large because who it's targeted for. But that's really just like a large for me because I wear a large. That would be a 2. But for like the anniversary, or was it the day after the anniversary? It was the day after the anniversary. We went to the mall. I was always a mall rat. And worked at the mall, worked behind the mall, spent way too much time in the mall. So we stopped by the old haunts, Earthbound, Hot Topic, Spencer's. Went to one of the furniture stores, gawked at some of the crazy furniture for crazy prices. Crazy people. Crazy furniture, crazy prices for crazy people. I'm the crazy furniture king. We sell crazy furniture here. Oh, I gotta put my headphones back on. My something sounds different. I don't think I ever fixed that. Yeah, you still get stuck over there. We'll see if that stops it from getting stuck.
Fair warning, if you do ever die, I'm coming after you. So help me, I will march into the hooded woman's judgment hall and make her give you back.
Yeah. What kind of pins cost like $6,000? Engraved? Packs of 1,000? 10,000? He went up on top of it. I need a fucking box or something. Hey, Bale? Don't worry, Al. You'll go back. Just give me a minute. Okay, let's see if they get stuck with that. I can still get through. I fear that they can get up on that. That they can just climb up on that. We will see. It's like I just gave them stairs. So far, you're both avoiding the room. You're just kind of going back and forth. Are you going to go in there? No. So you just avoid the room now? I'm cool with that then. Okay, Limbo. Need to check with Amelia here a little bit and see how she's coming along getting the thing set up. And
These foes deserve your respect. Honor them with quick deaths, and I with your victory.
We can't leave without rescuing the prisoner. Keep searching. Stay focused.
yeah, I get the good one.
Unit approaching. Heavy robotic signature detected. Lock and load. You are approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence.
I will not forget this, can I?
You've located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to the extraction point, and I'll take care of the rest.
No, you are not getting a gun.
As you conquer the foe, so you conquer yourself.
Oh yeah. Nice. That's the way you do a limbo rescue. That's what I'm talking about.
I didn't tidy up. Sorry. Not the housekeeping instincts of a feral cat.
Hmm. What do I have? There we go. What we have here. $960. $87. So terabyte for $87. Hey Hayden, it's a good price for solid state drive per terabyte. You're AFK. Music playing.
I remember when I first touched your mind with mine. The first thing I saw. A memory of the night sky. And all the stars were in the wrong places. That's before it goes into the moon.
Okay.
We should check each other over for any new blemishes. You need to do them first.
Nice. I'm so dead here. Oh wait, I'm not. I can just snowball away. Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we're playing some Nunu. I just did a snowball into that brush, but we kind of didn't see it.
A lone Tenno operative is raiding this ship for supplies. You are here to distract the enemy. Trigger the alarm.
He will die. I honestly think that's kind of worth,
Life
is it not?
support has been cut off.
I got his
They're trying
flash
to choke you
barrier.
out.
I didn't use any
Hold
sums
on.
whatsoever. I
I'm
honestly didn't
sending
even know if that
auxiliary
auto tag
life
was going to
support.
kill me. I'm somewhat surprised that it did. Although, it looks like the team did not get to escape afterwards. Unless they're... It looks like they're just fighting. The reason why we're even winning this fight, even though some of my teammates got low, is because Aurelion Sol absolutely sucks early on, by the way. Aurelion Sol is such an awful champion, level 1. Especially with E-Start, which is what he has, so all he does is put down something that you can walk out of. It barely does any damage whatsoever. It's just completely useless. So yeah, Tristan has 4 kills. I have 2 assists. That's pretty sick, I would say. There's a ward here. Let me just clear that out. Starting Sweeper on Nunu feels so good, by the way. I've been doing it every single time whenever I play mid lane Nunu. Anyways, how Nunu works is that we're just going to be rolling up our snowball into the back wave, which literally one-shots it. Which is great.
Prepare for life support.
We just have to let go of the snowball to cause it to like blow up on the minions, which one-shots it, and then we're able to just roam around the map. We're hopefully going to be able to stay mid until we get Symbiotic Souls, because Symbiotic Souls will make it so we can just roam around even faster and get crazy movement speed and base recalls and stuff. What he's trying to do is just freeze the wave, because I mean, if he just freezes it, it's really annoying for me to play the game, but looks like I can still shove it out pretty easily.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you
Too
more
bad I
time.
missed the cannon though. I don't even know how I missed the cannon there. That was like strange. But like I did basically the perfect amount of damage just to get it down to 1 HP. And didn't get it myself. Not again. Dude, I guess my Qs just do not heal as much as I'm expecting. I'm just missing a bunch of minions unnecessarily. Not that it's really that bad though. I'm just looking at side lane, seeing maybe who I want to try to fight. I think this guy seems fightable. So we'll just go for him.
Too tired these days. Just passing out a second ago.
We will actually grab this wave first before we base, because this is going to crash pretty damn soon. I think I can get back to it, so at least I can collect it before
Life support incoming.
trying to buy my Symbiotic, which I should be able to afford. If I use my E to secure these waves, I'm just going to auto attack those so I can keep up enough mana so I could hopefully shove this out quickly. It's not going to be the easiest though. Oh, actually, never mind.
Ah, J-Light, why do you do this?
We do have level 2 of our Q. You max Q first because it is just a chomp on something. You can eat minions to deal true damage. Otherwise, it deals magic damage to just regular champions, and it also gives you a pretty good amount of healing. It heals more off of minions, and when you're below half, it heals you for even more. I'm gonna close. And we are good for the rest of the game, because when you finish Symbiotic Souls, you get to have the benefit of being able to do empowered recall. So being able to roam to kill other people is so nice, and then you can just like immediately base. Did a little bit of damage to him. It wasn't really that crazy, but it's definitely enough. Because if I continue doing that, or if I land Snowball on him, it's so good. You're just dead to ignite. He should have probably respected that I was going to kill him with my E. One big thing about Nunu, especially Nunu mid and AP Nunu, is that people really underestimate how much damage you deal. You deal so damn much, even with just abilities abilities you don't even max. For instance, your E damage is insane. Really high AP ratio. So even just having a tiny amount of AP on it is nuts because it throws 3 snowballs and you got to do that 3 times. It deals 23 damage each, so that's 60, 60, 60. And then on top of that, you also have the detonation afterwards for another 80 damage. So that's like 200. 200 damage from a level 1 ability with no, like, barely any AP. Now that I built AP, it does even more. Now it's 30, 30, 30. So it's just nuts how much damage that it can deal. Maybe we just go kill Udyr again? I don't really know. Is it worth it? It looks like he's already dead. I'm probably not going to go help. There's no reason for me to. I'm just going to go back mid lane and we'll just try to snowball the Aurelion Sol, I guess. Do a little bit of damage to him.
Your sacred token shall remain pure from the grasp of the idol.
Chomp him. I'll try to run away, but I might be dead. Okay, cool. I'm actually out. So what we did there is that with Nunu, I already used my snowball, so he felt safe, right? A lot of people feel safe after using it. Aurelion Sol is probably one of the easier matchups for Nunu mid, probably one of the easiest, maybe, I would even say, just because of how difficult it is for him to, like, just stop you from always being able to go for aggressive plays, even just using your E. Because your E slows, and it also snares at the end. So what you can do is, if the snare is going to hit, because you just need to hit 1 snowball of your barrage to make it so it will snare them. If you're in range of them, because it just does the snare like afterwards, there's like this ring around you, so it pops. And then when it pops, it'll snare them. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that when you get to... Let me buy my item first. When you land the 1 snowball, the pop doesn't like cancel your back. It doesn't do anything.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to cut it short.
During it, you don't recast or anything, so you can start channeling your.
I keep falling asleep.
So then they're snared inside of it before, or you're casting your ultimate before the snare even goes off. So then they have less time to even. Like,
I got up kind of early today. Hang out with the wife. We ended up installing Baldur's Gate on her computer and setting up a character for her, a drow fighter, and we're going to end up doing a multiplayer game.
Looks like Aurelion Sol just decided to base maybe because he thought he was gonna die. We're gonna be going Storm Surge first item because.
But her day came to an end after the install and like hour and a half long setup of her character. After meticulously designing her vagina, hair color, and we went through every hair type, and she's like, no, no, no. I'm like, baby, you wear that hairstyle. It's like, quit picking at me. I know I wear ugly hairstyles. It's like, no, no. It's like, you wear that one too. It's like, I know, I wear ugly hairstyles. Stop. It's like, this isn't me. It's the video game.
I'm just gonna ignore Ambessa and continue going for Braum.
It's like, I can't do anything with my hair. It's like, your hair's cute. I like your hair. I made my character's hair like your hair. It's like, no.
In the game, so what he did there is he. I'm not gonna help you. I'm sorry. He blocked my ultimate, believe it or not. So he made it so he took literally 0 damage. Well played to him, and that's why I had to continue going even further. I guess I could have caught my ultimate sooner just to kill him, so maybe he had less time to react to his ability, but oh well. I'm still doing pretty good.
That was rude, Mr. Nullifier.
Can I? Maybe I just go top here. In fact, he might just die before I get there.
Living Linguinus. I don't know where people are.
So whenever your team doesn't do these photo crabs, you can also take them, and they're pretty nice to have just because when you do them, you're gonna have that photo crab like zone that gives you that movement speed. So after you push out mid, you can go over that zone depending on like if it's like too far away. Like for instance, a bot fight's going on, so that photo would be pretty useless here. But yeah, it's just something you can use, which is pretty nice. I'm just gonna rotate bot. I can probably help out this fight, I think.
Living Linguini, quit dying.
Fine, going on through. I would have never been able to kill anybody anyways, so. I have my ultimate coming back up. I'm honestly down to continue trying. Damn, I can't get that
Let's
guy.
go, Linguini.
Yeah, just keep them interested and I'll come back around again. I know that I'm on vision, but I don't really care. All of them should probably die. This Braum, remember last time he... Oh my god, why did you ulti him? Darn, that sucks. The only reason why that guy lived is because Tristana ultied him away for some reason. Very nice, good kill. This has been a kind of a crazy game, dude, so far. I mean, the Ambessa and bot lane isn't doing that poorly, but kind of wild kills. Storm surges in our future. Also, we maybe can go Magi-ish. If we really wanted to get a...
Another job well executed.
I'm not gonna do it. I think it's just too risky. I don't even have 10 stacks. The only time I like building
Good job,
is when
people.
you have the 10 stacks because you get movement
You're able to do 7% of the damage.
Should I even waste my time killing the Udyr who's weak? I feel like it's... Oh my god, man. I hate it whenever I hit a wall with Snowball because it makes it so much harder for me to do any play. Because who knows, maybe that one Snowball could have went for Aurelion Sol, that chunks him a little bit, and then that enables me to roam so much easier, and now because I messed up one single time, it's so much more difficult. He's probably gonna try jumping over the wall, so I'm just gonna...
Exterminate. Radiation hazard.
Damn, I really
Friends
had no
only.
That's wild. Oh well, at least the game is a little bit more interesting now. I didn't want to use my ult because I want to use it for other people. Also, these guys got crushed. I did not realize that they would have gotten destroyed that hard, huh? Probably Protobell
Wait up a little bit.
is best to go next, just so I benefit from building HP. I don't know. We'll see. What's also good about Protobolt is that you can slow people down and then Protobolt to like get in range so you can hit them with the with the snare of the E. So that's also pretty sick. Cogmon's so dead. I just don't know if this song is gonna kill him that quickly though. Auto's ult here. Okay. Jeez, that person died really fast. See you later. Time to go mid lane.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Just drop off the snowball. I don't really care about using it. Lissandra's literally freaking out all game for some reason. I don't think burning your flash to kill this guy would be worth it, but you know, you do you. You do you. At least Aurelion Sol used his ultimate, which was a waste to try to save the Udyr. He probably should just let him die, considering he's not really worth that much money in the first place.
That's a nice way of telling somebody to go fuck themselves. You do you.
Ambessa is here. She has 2 fully complete items. Oh my god, man. I will help take this. We can use it again, maybe. Very nice. Nobody dies, sadly. I just use my ultimate. So that time I use my ultimate because I'm like right in front of everybody. It's gonna give me a big shield, and also I just eat right after to give myself the healing to survive a play like that, and then we can just immediately roam top, or not roam, but go top lane just to collect the wave because this Udyr is just split pushing, and we don't want to deal with that. Catching him is gonna be difficult, so it's probably not even worth it. It depends on if he sticks around and like tries to do another wave, then maybe I can like snowball back in again. Most likely not though. I think he'll probably just fully base. That is shoved out, very nice. I don't have my ultimate for a bit.
Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Aurelion Sol's bot. I have to protobelt away from Braum Q because if I get tagged by that, it would be so bad. Tristana went for a suicide play where she jumped in under turret and died, but was able to kill Asol. So I guess that's okay, maybe. Lissandra's definitely dead. She's trying to run away. I don't know if she can truly escape, though. My snowball's coming back up. We can maybe look at Pogmon. I actually don't care about Braum. I'm just gonna go for this guy. I don't think that I could use my ultimate to survive that. Everybody's chasing Braum instead of coming over to me, so I think that if I try to ulti there, I just die regardless, so I'm just gonna not really care about that death. Sometimes there's just no way to probably escape it. I'm pretty sure that was one of those things. I just kind of want to just go Death Cap next. Or some type of needless item, because I just want really high AP to utilize all the crazy ratios that I have, because they don't have that much MR on their team, so I should hit really hard at this point.
I even forgot about getting into a flow state.
We can do Baron pretty fast.
When you've practiced something so many times to where you don't even have to think anymore. You don't even take choices. Your body just acts on its own.
But let's do this one first, just so we have the Scuttle Crab to run away.
Your programming takes over. Man, why do you bots just want to go to that one place over there?
I'm sure that they're definitely gonna know. Well, they immediately got out of my ult. That person dies. Well played. I'll just chomp that guy to kill him. The reason why Baron should be doable is because I heal for so damn much from my Q, and it's on a very short CD because it has AP scaling on it. So I'm like invincible as long as I don't like take a tremendous amount of damage anytime soon. I can basically out heal. That's what makes Nunu so damn crazy at doing Barons, even if you're AP Nunu, because Tank Nunu, of course, is like, you deal true damage no matter what, so technically Tank Nunu probably is still like crazy at it, but we have such a high AP ratio that it scales up the healing we get from the chomp as well. Time for us to look for some plays to catch out someone that's squishy. Hopefully just the Kog'Maw, I guess. I mean, if we can pick him right now, that'd be pretty sick, although I don't have my snowball up, though. I can't help with that, you're on your own, but I'm pretty sure with Tristana coming in, they should be able to win it, and then I'll just eat a minion, and then I can come back in after, if need be. Braum is so damn good at preventing me from doing stuff, so because I had to walk into the brush and immediately get caught, that made it so much harder. Still worked out pretty well, though. Let me just shove out. I have Death Cap in base, but the game might end before then. How much damage does this deal right now? Deals 109 and it does it 3 times, and you have 3 barrages of it, so that's like 900 damage. And then it pops, so for another 400, so it's like 1300. That's so insane, man. 1300 damage.
I seem to be kicking your ass. No, you're kicking their ass. I'm sorry. I was looking at it backwards. Wrong team. Well, look over.
Nice. I'm so dead here.
We should check each other.
Oh wait, I'm not. I can just snowball away, dude. That's so funny that I can do that. I don't think I can save that guy. I'm just gonna leave. At least they all face checked me, and I wasn't even fully bought yet either. It would have been even more crazy if they got to just walk in and I had all those items. That would have been so funny. Yeah, Udyr is bought for a long time. Maybe I can go try to kill him, I guess. I mean, chasing down an Udyr isn't the easiest, though. Because he's so damn fast. But watch this damage, wait.
That's a good chomp.
Isn't that crazy? So even with no snowball, what I did is that I just landed some of my E, which is the snowball barrage. I know it's kind of annoying that there's 2 snowball abilities when I'm explaining, but my E and my Q deal plenty of damage because I built that death cap, and my EQ ratios aren't that bad. Let me just try to loop around like this, I guess. I have no other way to go in, really. So yeah, that was the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Kind of stompy, but that's how you want it for Nunu. Definitely one of the easier matchups. So thanks for watching, guys. Managed to do a lot this game, and I mean, one big factor though was, I guess, level 1. But we did intend to level 1 invade. A lot of times I just don't see people.
You'll have to figure out how to destroy it from the planet's surface.
Is it just gonna... Okay, never mind. Fix itself. I was gonna say, where is the screen? Probably Lysandra didn't deserve the honor, but oh well.
I fear they have developed even more deadly raptor prototypes.
So we intended to invade. I just didn't expect them to actually be standing inside of the brush. That's why the recording started a little bit later, because I was like, what are the chances of them really being here? What are the chances, man? Second most damage.
Pretty good then.
Having most damage as Nunu is pretty uncommon, especially with such a fed 80 carry. So thanks for watching again. Stay tuned for game 2 if you want to see another game that might be a bit more challenging, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, bye. Hey everybody, welcome to game 2 of the Nunu. I am versus a Hui this game, so it is a champion that has CC on a basic ability. That makes it much more challenging to play, because he can just stop my snowball at any point. Dude, I feel so damn slow compared to the previous game. That is... It's so strange to start all over from the beginning, being so slow. We don't have wards early on, so sorry teammate. Let's check that anyways though.
The Corvus are using a gravity conveyor system to move product up.
I normally recommend hitting the back wave twice, because being level 2 is normally better than actually trying to use the snowball on the enemy champion. Oh man, I should have maybe gone bot lane. Maybe it would have been possible, huh? It is a persona, so... Can't say for certain if it would have been worth it, considering her champion's pretty good at running away, depending on what she has.
We're almost done. Stay alive and finish making.
I'm gonna get hit a bunch, but getting below half is good, because when I'm below half, then my healing increases. So we should intentionally get ourselves lower, so then the healing is better. If we can't dodge anything, that is. I'm on the way bot lane, but it seems that this could be something that I honestly can't help out with.
Finish the job.
I don't know if this is catchable or not. It would be sick if it is, but... she'll die. I don't want to burn my flash or anything to get her either, because it's just not worth it. She doesn't have anything. Ash can probably go mid lane here. That's where she's headed, because there's no wave bot lane to get anymore, because I'm here. I'm going to try to fix the wave. Unfortunately, Elise might try to stun me, so I'm going to go from bot side so the minions are in the way, so she shouldn't be able to.
Oh.
Why are you trying to kill me?
Why wouldn't they?
Alright, well, I'll just leave. I mean, pretty simple.
You are Miss Enemy.
If you try diving me, I still have enough mana for my Q, so... Damn, I'm surprised that she attempted that, man. So she flashed over the wall trying to stun me, but I just flashed her flash.
Target down. Assassination contract complete.
Yeah, true. Maybe you could have gotten me if your E was up. She just gave me my symbiotic souls early on, so... Woof. As you can see, I look at bot lane, and it looks like there is some more big skirmishing going on down there, so I think we know where we want to go. Oh, dang it, I think I was seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back mid. There's no way to do anything bot side. Because they're paying attention. Unless... I just keep on going down and she has to leave every single time. They probably have everything warded.
And you're not taking any of the
And
awards.
they are so upset at each other. What the hell is going on? They are literally freaking out. Apparently I can't drift well enough, so I die. Or my snowball dies, I should say.
Yep.
They did kill the Triss, which is pretty good. Nice. I'm just gonna snowball here, turn around. I know he's gonna hit me with a bunch of stuff here. It's gonna hurt pretty damn bad. I have nothing to eat either, which really sucks. Are you sure you should be starting that, Viego? I feel like you should probably wait for me to reset. But maybe you can contest? Or maybe they won't contest, I should say? Like, not really sure. There is an Elise bot side. I'm gonna pink ward this. I'm almost level 6, so I can finally use my ultimate against the Hui. With Nunu, all we have to do is just get Hui to burn his E, and then we can ulti him. It's just how easy can we get on top of him in the first place to burn his E. Like, that seems kind of challenging. I think you just die before I get there, huh? Bummer. Nothing we can do. They died way too fast. He'll die. Oh no, don't kill me. Look, I'm one auto attack. Oh shit, she has ult. Never mind, I should leave. Yeah, she just got level 6. Let me get out. So I got the Blitzcrank killed with my Ignite. Successful. Not too shabby for the early game. It is not looking the best because obviously we are just giving Hui a free lane, and also bot lane is not really snowballing out of control or anything. They're kind of getting destroyed, so... I think that Viego might just be screwed. I don't know if I can really help him. Yeah, they even like are failing top dive too. Yikes. Wait. Wait is ulti. I just saw that. How low will Elise be for her to walk back this way? Will she be low enough for me to kill her or not? Looks like it's gonna take too long, so I'll just go back mid. Darn, I don't think I can get him because of that. Yeah, it's impossible to dodge that ability, man. It's so difficult. Okay, cool. He just used his ability. That's huge. Maybe I just go top lane here. That Ornn seems to just be completely disrespecting. Damn, Camille didn't commit. So he's just gonna be able to run away. I barely survived, but that's good. I was hoping she'd use her ultimate to help me out, but she didn't. So that made it way more challenging than it needed to be, I feel. Because he was able to run away so far. Well, we're fed, that's for sure. But I don't really feel like I'm so fed to the point that I can easily fight these other characters on their team that are also quite fed. Like Tristana almost has a complete item, just like how I almost have a complete item. Don't worry, Hui, I'm not going to go for you. I think it's a waste of time to try to attempt that. Damn it, dude, I missed my snowball. Sorry, it's not gonna work out now. Oh, I'm so upset that that is how it goes. Then they're also just camping bot lane because they probably realized that I was rotating down as well. Oh, sorry team. I'm doing the best that I can to try to salvage these fights that are going so poorly for you. I don't even think I can fix your bot lane very easily, but I'll try. I'm just worried that they're all just sitting inside that brush again, because that would be pretty ridiculous. Okay, cool. It seems that they're not here. We also almost have Symbiotic Souls finished, which will be very nice for the movement speed. That guy's just gone. There's no way to chase him. In fact, I might just get Blitzcrank hooked over the wall. So I'm just dodging around. Dude, there are so many people there. Holy crap. I think Elise was there too. Yeah, there's no way we can do anything to even defend that ward, huh? Well, if she lands Asher on mid lane, I could probably kill the Hwei in one shot with my snowball. Wow, that guy top lane is really low. Oh no. Okay, cool. So that death happens. I will go back bot. This seems like a good fight. I don't want to use my ult. I'm just gonna ignite because I feel like he could have flashed over the wall, and I didn't want to flash over with him. It's better to just lose my summoner. Damn! It's so satisfying killing people like that, bro. It's so satisfying when you get the full channel duration off of your ult and they just pop. Cool. Well, we're gonna base. Successfully helped out our bot side, and also we're able to finally kill that Hwei, which was pretty unkillable for most of the game. My top lane is doing wonderful. Jungle is doing great farm, even if the Elise is making a lot of good plays to try to make a comeback happen. So overall, this is not going bad. Oh, why do I have hiccups right now? I'm gonna walk into Blitzcrank here, aren't I? Ooh, goodness. I have to flash, otherwise I get CC'd and die, so... I think I just leave, guys. I'm gonna be honest, this fight seems really challenging for me to assist with. I don't want to accidentally throw away my shutdown.
Here, peeking.
Oh. I'm just gonna leave. See you later, bro. He won't bot. Well, that's pretty bad that everybody just died again. At least we have a bunch of objectives. We have 6 grubs and we have 2 dragons, so that of course does help out in a significant way. I don't know how easy I can kill this guy if I land my snowball on him. It seems kind of challenging. Oh my god. Thank you for defending me. That helps out so much. I will help out. I'll eat that guy. Never mind, I can't. That's Ornn. I'm gonna snowball around. I think I could still help out here. Oh, geez. Never mind. I gotta get out. Okay. So I gotta leave. There was a ward in there, sadly, so when I pink warded it, there was already something there to to see me. Otherwise, they might have all just face checked because they're so desperate to get kills that I maybe could have done a crazy turn play with Nunu. Oh well. Didn't work out for us, did it? Braum will survive. I don't think that I can kill Tristana without my ultimate. So she might be able to just take this turret. I don't even know if I can like stop her at all. Oh, I just got myself killed, dang. That was dumb. You got me. No ultimate, no life. I'm also severely underleveled. Even Tristan is higher level than I am because of all the roaming I've been doing. Oh my goodness. This game is not looking good right now, is it? Well, team, at least I lost my shutdown.
I think I'm gonna call it.
So we don't have to worry about that anymore.
It's been
so we're gonna lose probably
almost 4 hours.
The Rift Herald both, I think.
My dog is sitting down diagonally on the stairs.
It's not that bad if we only lose one, I guess.
I've gotten like all the stuff done I need to do for the night.
It's hard to kill my teammate.
Nobody's asking for any like builds or help or anything. So I'm gonna switch over to VR chat. See how Amelia's doing in that. What she's thinking about her new VR kit. How her setup's going along with it. And try not to fall asleep. So tomorrow I may not be streaming a combo game with Rainy on Baldur's Gate 3. We'll see. Might stream it, might not. Again. So for now, peace, take care, stay safe. Try to make it to each other. We only have this one chance. And apparently, we have no choice. For now. Just do the best. Have a great one. Stay safe.